You could have done what I'd done, but you ain't know what I'm on. In the track tryna double it up.
So this one right here is the entire history of Kosovo explained. Now I expect you to keep up to your word. You can't explain the entire history on the 4 minutes, can you? There's no way. My supporters will tell me that you're capping, bro. But let's see what I got. Let's see what I can learn from this.
Kosovo is one of the youngest countries in the world. It gained its independence from Serbia after a bloody war.
But even this is what I'm trying to say. Wait, I don't want to try to say something because I don't want to sound dumb. I don't want to sound dumb too early in the video.
Its independence from Serbia after a bloody war.
People flee their homes, young kids die in homicide. Oh my days, that was sad times, man. You know the funniest thing is, and the only reason I found out about stuff like this is because of the internet. Imagine if I was still living in Jamaica and stuff. I wouldn't even know that half of the stuff that's happening now is happening. It's only the major things that's like global, you get me? Like the world war that's could potentially be happening now. We'll probably hear that in Jamaica, but this doesn't reach that far, and it's sad to say.
And this 10-year-old country has a really fascinating history.
It is. Last week was the independence as well, so happy Independence Day, Kosovo. You get me? For always beat my Jamaican blood cells. And Albania. Man, I should come
Kosovo has always existed.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wanna come Albania and Kosovo, but I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna be scared, innit? Like, I might say all this shit and that, but when reality hits, it hits, innit? Big man thing. But you lot, you get me? What do you think? Should I come? Should I not? But I'm not that scared, but fucking hell, it's a bit, you know? I do a lot of Albanian and Kosovo reactions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be walking through Kosovo, they'll be like, hey, another nigga. You get me? You know what I'm trying to say?
Kosovo has always existed in some form or another. It was colonized by the ancient Serbian kingdom, ruled by the Ottoman Empire, and most recently was part of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. The breakup of Yugoslavia in the early 1990s really came to a head as different regions tried to assert and connect with their identity, language, culture, and religion. When regions with Christian majority populations like Slovenia, Macedonia, Montenegro declared their independence, the former head of Yugoslavia, Serbia, let them go on their merry way. But when Muslim majority regions like Bosnia went for it, Serbia was not so accommodating. When Kosovo, a region with 95% Albanian Muslim, tried for independence in 1999, Serbia sent in troops and began a campaign of ethnic cleansing.
So they did the same thing to Bosnia as well. So it was all because of just gaining independence. And you know what it all boils down to? What one thing, bro. All of this boils down to one thing. And it's money, bruv. Every time something happened, bro, money is the root of all evil, bro. It's money. It's money. They're thinking about money, this, money, that. It's because of money, bruv. Because no one fight for no reason. It's money, cuz. It's territorial money and power. All of that shit combined. It's sad, though. It's crazy.
1999, Serbia sent in troops. So accommodating. When Kosovo, a region with 95% Albanian Muslim, tried for independence in 1999, Serbia sent in troops and began a campaign of ethnic cleansing. The Albanians were targeted by the Orthodox Christian Serb troops, and with the 1995 Bosnian genocide still fresh on everyone's minds, NATO intervened and ended the 78.
So straight after the Bosnia genocide, there was the Kosovo one.
Everyone's minds, NATO intervened and ended the 78-day war. But the damage was done.
So the fight kept for 78 days. How many? That's like 2 months. That's like 2 months and a bit. Depending on what months. But that's 2 months and a bit just fighting every day. Do you know how long that shit is, bro? How long was the World Wars anyway? I need to look that up and see how long the World War One and Two was. How many days? I know it's over 100
But
something.
the damage was done. Around 15,000 Albanians were murdered. From 1999 to 2008, Kosovo exists in this gray area, with its final outcome to be determined by negotiations between itself and Serbia. But these talks keep failing. Why? Serbia insists Kosovo is theirs. It always has been and it always will be. Even the head of the Serbian Orthodox Church says recognition of Kosovo as an independent country is a sin. Kosovo's position is that once Serbia tried to ethnically cleanse its country of all Albanian Muslims, it lost political and moral legitimacy, and thus Kosovo wants nothing to do with Serbia ever again. There's a deadlock. Then in 2007, this guy, Martti Ahtisaari, an ex-Finnish president and UN special envoy to Kosovo, helped negotiations along and made a series of recommendations. Like, if Kosovo wants to be independent, it could never unite with the Albanians in Albania. They agreed. Kosovo announced their independence on February 17th, 2008. And since then, about half the...
So, is there a border in Kosovo that you can cross and go over to Albania? Even though you guys say Kosovo and Albania is one, that means it's one land, but they kind of cut it off piece of the land and say, this is Kosovo, this is Albania. There's a border that you have to cross and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, if I'm crossing from here to France and stuff like that
And about half the world, including Albania, Turkey, and the US, have recognized it. But Russia, Serbia, China, and many others still don't. And 10 years on, this young country is still struggling for recognition.
Yeah. Well, that was short and sweet, but I don't think he has actually covered everything. But he has touched on the main topics on that. But bro, like I said, all of this stuff is for money. Well, I'm happy because at the moment Kosovo is in a happy place, you know. Your country is in a happy place. It's not in the old time days when all that genocide and shit's happening. Even though they might look like there's gonna be a World War III, bro. But Jesus Christ, I don't want no fighting, fam. I don't want no fighting and that, because if all of that's going on, you know it is. If there should be a world war going on, I ain't even gonna make no videos, bro. Because what's the point? Like, you think I'm gonna be making videos and listening bars in the back of my head? Bro, there's missiles flying everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy. Look, there's crazy times. But if you like videos like this, show your support by slapping up that like button. Let me know what you think about the war against Ukraine and Russia as well, man. In the comment section below, yeah? It's been your boys. It's been your homie. Peace.